Day 151 of 365 days of meditation. And this morning's practice was brief. I slept in a little bit for a weekday, and I only gave myself, I think, about 35 minutes to meditate. So I did Kelly Howells' guided meditation for inner peace, which is a fantastic 30-minute guided meditation. And I did it sitting up, not lying down this time, and it's just as good sitting up as it is lying down. No major profound insights other than I kept sort of thinking about, I guess, meditating, and when something pops into your head that has popped into your head before in the past, maybe not recently, maybe recently, or you read something that's similar to something you read before or exactly the same, and anything that is sort of related to, you know, your own personal growth, development, change, dealing with past issues, reconciling them, reworking them, reframing them, or anything to do with your own personal growth and development that is, you know, again, something that you've read, maybe, or listened to on a podcast. And I was kind of thinking, like, this information keeps bouncing around inside my head. Eventually some of it's going to stick. And it seems to be. So I wonder if that's a big part of the meditation and the improvement in, you know, my mental and emotional state. It's just the idea that I'm going in, I'm reworking things, I'm revisiting them. You know, you peel it back, you think, okay, I've solved this problem, or I've dealt with this issue, and then, you know, 3 months later it pops up again, or a month later it pops up again. Or I had the other day, like, I thought I dealt with the issue, and then literally later on that day the exact same thing popped up, and I reacted in the same automatic emotional way that I had before. And it's, yeah, I guess it's not as easy as do it once and everything is fixed. It's just a constant process of repeating the same mistakes and catching yourself about to make the same mistake and not doing it, and then repeating the same mistake again the next time, and then catching yourself before you do it, and then, you know, maybe not even having to catch yourself because you revert to the correct behavior, and then making the same mistake again. It's sort of this never-ending, ongoing process of a slow evolution and change of self. And I think that having all this information bounce around in my head and seeing the same information again and going back in and working on the same stuff in meditation and just kind of being diligent about it is really ultimately the only thing that can lead to any sustainable change over time. And I guess the somewhat frustrating part is that it happens so slow that I almost don't even notice it, you know? I can definitely confirm that I feel way better. Certain aspects of my life are improving, you know, as a result of just feeling better, thinking better, modifying my sort of beliefs about myself, about the world. My state of mind. And it is working, but yeah, because it is this sort of slow 2 step forwards, 1 step back evolutionary process, it just feels painfully slow. Yeah. But it is working. So, you know, I've heard it before. Persistence, gotta keep doing it, doesn't happen overnight, all these kind of cliches and sayings. And I guess what I'm doing right now is experiencing it. 150 days into meditation, 151 today complete. And, you know, meditation before that for 3-4 months at a time, and then stopping. And so I guess what's happening is the habits and the things that I want to change in my life, including the way, I'm thinking on autopilot. My default mode network is changing. The change was more slow and erratic in the beginning, more fits and starts, stops and starts, more extreme. Now it's becoming a little bit more, what's the word? Consistent, less erratic, more kind of evening out. But I don't know, in some ways it's almost less exciting as a result. And it's hard sometimes to remember where I started. And I have to remind myself of where I started, because the progress seems so slow that, yeah, sometimes it's really hard to just keep going. And because I'm feeling good and progress feels slow, to continue to feel better, it's like, why am I doing this? I feel good. I don't really need to keep doing this. But I guess I've been here before and stopped and then slid in the wrong direction, and I don't want to slide in the wrong direction again. So I'm just going to keep going forward, one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, one brick at a time to build the wall. Yada yada yada. All right, 6.5 minutes of rambling about stuff, and I'm done. That's it. In closing, if you're struggling at all with your mental health, I highly suggest you sit your butt down in a seat and meditate and ask some questions about why you're feeling what you're feeling, or what that feeling is, or why do I think this, or what that thought is, or what does it mean, and keep asking questions and keep picking away at your subconscious until it bleeds, and and you find some juicy nuggets of emotional goodness that will pour out of you in at the time what might seem like an unpleasant manner, but it's like lancing a wound. You'll feel so much better after. And in addition to that, if you are struggling with your mental health, unable to regulate your mental emotional state, unable to sort of cope with your life day to day, feeling like it's a struggle, feeling miserable, anxious, depressed, worried, obsessing, ruminating, catastrophizing, all the crappy things that I used to experience in my life, do not suffer in silence. It's not necessary. It can be better. You can make it better. Talk to somebody. That will be the first step you can take towards potentially changing your life. And it will not happen overnight. You will have fits and starts. You will go for a while, think you're better, and quit. You will try something new, you will feel better, and then think, hallelujah, I'm saved. You will meditate and come to a conclusion and think, oh, I've fixed all of my issues of the past because I thought about them and realized one thing for the first time. And then you will do it all over again and over again and over and again and over again. And the process towards change will feel painstakingly slow at times. And you may even quit for a while and feel like giving up again, but you'll get back up and go, because once you get off the fence and start walking, you can't go back to the fence and sit back on it. It is not possible. That is my experience anyway. And so I would, encourage you to take that first step. That's it. I'm done. I don't have anything else to say. Until tomorrow, we will see what the day brings. We will see what the morning meditation brings. The end.